if y'all are thinking about doing something like that, or maybe it's just my crazy mind that only thought about doing something like that. So that's the plan as of right now, but y'all know that plan could change, subject to change. So I hope I'm making sense, y'all. And leave in the comments if y'all know what I mean. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I feel like I done already grew it, so why not give it a shot? January, February, and March is about to be very, very busy for me. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are returning, hey friends, y'all, I got a lot to talk to y'all about today. I want to show y'all some stuff. I'm starting seeds today. I'm not starting them in this video, but I do plan on starting seeds today, so it's gonna be a busy day for me. It's a nice day, so that's a plus. Before I get into the video, I do want to tell y'all that we did end up taking the rubber mulch back. I did not know the rubber mulch was made out of used tires, y'all, or disposed of tires, whatever it's made out of. I know I don't want to have to breathe in those fumes once I am in the greenhouse and it gets so hot in there, so I can only imagine how the smell is gonna be. So I did take those back this morning. I think the way that I'm gonna go with the greenhouse, I'm gonna just put everything in there that we're gonna add, and if we still feel like we need something, I'm gonna just go the route of using the decorative rocks. We were trying to go a cheaper route, but I feel like the cheaper route is not the best option on this because I don't want us to be in there and we end up falling out. And maybe I'm over exaggerating with that, but I just don't want the smells to get to us when we are in the greenhouse. Mostly me because Tony, he don't like to be hot, so he probably ain't gonna be in there too much in the spring and summertime. All right, so now that we got past that, remember I was telling y'all in the last video, and if you don't remember, if you're new here, I'm gonna go ahead on and explain to y'all in this video. So I was telling y'all that I'm trying to figure out a way to help deter pests. Now, if y'all been here for a while, then y'all know I had the biggest problem with slugs. Now, for the people that aren't new here, y'all remember our back patio area was 3 raised beds that was on the ground. So they weren't elevated beds like we got now. They were just 3 raised beds, and they were actually on the concrete. So that's how we started the garden off. And if y'all want to see how that was, y'all can go back to one of my older videos to see that. Now, that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned when I first started out gardening, was to not put your raised beds on the concrete if you don't have elevated ones. So if y'all are thinking about doing something like that, or maybe it's just my crazy mind that only thought about doing something like that, don't do it. It gets super hot in my area and the sun is like beaming right down on this. So my plants didn't do as well as they could have done. So we're not gonna do that again. That was a lesson that we learned. Something else that I learned as well when I first started out gardening. So when I first started out, when people was telling me to use marigolds, I was thinking they were saying like it's gonna help keep pests away. But I also noticed that my marigolds was getting ate up, and it's because certain pests are attracted to marigolds. So it's not keeping them away, it's more so used as a trap crop. So I'm gonna use marigolds, but I'm not gonna plant them in a way where I plant them next to the crops that I want to consume. Y'all know I was trying a little bit of everything when I first started out gardening. So if you don't have the funds to just, which I ain't gonna play like I got the funds to just be trying out stuff, but I learn better through doing. So if you don't have the funds to spend on trying out a whole bunch of different things, I definitely recommend y'all doing research. Whether you're looking at other YouTubers or going online to do research, however you feel necessary to do your research, I definitely recommend finding people that are in your same zone, in your same area, that may have the same type of issues that you may encounter once you do start gardening. And just do research. It's gonna save you a lot of time and a lot of money researching before. Now, do I regret starting my garden the way that I started it? Absolutely not. And the reason why I don't is because I learned so much. So now I feel like I'm better equipped to take on the summer, spring. Do it mean that I'm gonna have a successful garden in the summer and spring? No, it don't mean that. I just feel like I'll be better equipped to handle whatever may come my way. So I did a lot of research last night, and I had a plan on how I wanted to do the garden, but I didn't change my mind on it because of the research that I did last night. So for those of you that are new here, this is my chaos area, and I was telling y'all in the video that I wanted to keep this the chaos area, but now I have changed my mind on how I want to go about it. The initial plan was to have 4 green stalks down here and then my 2 chaos beds. The green stalks that was going to go down here under the tree was going to be a green stalk that was 5 tiers. They had onions and peanuts. Yes, y'all, I decided that I want to try out peanuts, and that's going to be more so of a project for Tony. That's going to be what he in charge of. So y'all, boy, hands going to get a little dirty this time. He ain't going to be just holding the camera come spring, summer. So he's going to be in charge of the peanut and onion green stalk. So I think I'm gonna still add that green stock in the chaos area because I feel like it ain't gonna be too many pests that's gonna be attracted to that, especially with the onions in it. But I don't know, we'll see. And then my second green stock that was gonna go down here was gonna be a 3-tier green stock for just the peppers. So I'm gonna do Melrose peppers, shishito peppers, and bell peppers. And y'all will see those, the different seeds that I'm gonna use once I start the seeds. I'll show y'all all those different ones. And then my third green stock that was gonna go down here was gonna be a 4-tier, and it was gonna be flowers. So I was gonna have snapdragons, which is gonna be a dwarf variety, marigolds, and nasturtiums. So I'ma still do the flower green stock down here. That's gonna be more so used as trap crop. Now, when I first started out gardening, I was telling y'all that I'm not into flowers, but I have found myself being able to appreciate flowers a little bit more since I've been gardening for a little bit longer. So they definitely gonna be in the mix. So that's how this area was gonna be. And then I was also gonna have, so the bed right here, I was actually gonna do watermelon, beans, and onions. Now I'm only gonna do 2 watermelon plants in this bed because I've learned that watermelon plants get really, really big depending on the variety that you grow. But for the most part, all watermelon plants get pretty big. So I'm only doing 2 in this bed. And y'all remember when I first started out gardening and I had this bed on the patio, I actually had like 6 plants. Yes, y'all, 6 watermelon plants in this bed. So I learned my lesson from that. I'm only do 2. And then the reason why I'm adding beans is to help add nitrogen back to the soil. It's not for me to consume the beans because y'all, I don't want to grow any beans that I'm gonna actually consume because we don't eat them that much for us to be growing them. And then onions. Onions is gonna be used to help deter the pests because the smell is so strong. So that's what I think I'm gonna add in this bed. I think I'm gonna still go that route. Now this bed over here, I think I'm gonna do cantaloupe because I still want to grow cantaloupe. So this gonna be like the melon area slash trap crop area down here. And I think I still want to keep my blueberry plants down here too, but I think I'm gonna move them a little bit farther away from this area and my comfrey. So that's the plan as of right now, but y'all know that plan could change, subject to change. Now for the patio area, and I'm sorry if y'all don't like talking videos, but I feel like this is good information to give somebody that's just now starting out gardening, because this information that I'm telling y'all is basically information that I got from doing stuff and also information that I got from doing, a little research. So my plan for the patio, I think I want to add another green stock to the area right in front of the Easy Cube. The Easy Cube is the bed that's in the middle. So still have my 2 green stalks on each end and then have 1 in the middle. So 3 green stalks and 3 elevated raised beds up here. What I'm gonna grow in the Easy Cube, I want to do cucumbers, lettuce, and green onions. The green onions using as a way to kind of deter pests. Hopefully it works. The lettuce because I want to be able to get lettuce for as long as I can. I know probably after April or beginning of May, it's probably gonna be over with for the lettuce. But until then, I want to be able to grow it in that Easy Cube bed. And then the cucumbers. The reason why I'm choosing the Easy Cube to grow the cucumbers, if y'all look at the different beds, the height on the Easy Cube cover is the tallest one that we have. And because of my experience, cucumber plants get pretty tall, pretty big, which y'all tried to explain that to me last year, but y'all know I had to see it out for myself. So they do have some varieties that are smaller, but the ones that I got, they got pretty big. So that's gonna be the Easy Cube. So I haven't planned out the bed that's right behind the carrot green stock just yet, but once I do get a plan for that, I'll let y'all know. Now the bed that's over here behind this green stock, I do plan on doing flowers in that bed. So I told y'all that I wanted to do a bed with all flowers. Now I was gonna do nasturtiums, marigolds, and snapdragons, and also the lavender that's already in this bed, but I changed my mind on that. The only thing I'm gonna have in that bed is snapdragons and our lavender plant, because I really feel like our lavender plant gonna bloom for us this year. So fingers crossed, and that's really more so to help attract pollinators. So that's the plan for that. And then my green stalks that's up here, the green stalk that's in front of the bed that I was just talking about, is going to be for spinach, strawberries, and bunching onions. If y'all remember, I was telling y'all a couple of videos back that I was trying to find a company that had bare root strawberries. So I did find a company, thanks to Gib, that's always in the comments dropping knowledge now. So I appreciate you, Gib. I went through I think it's called Gurney's. So I'll put it in the on the screen for y'all to see. But I did order some strawberries from them, and they'll be shipped off in February. So for that green stock right there, I'm gonna do strawberry, spinach, and bunch of onions. The plan is for the tier that I do the strawberries in, I plan on having 1 bunch of onion right next to the strawberry plant. So that's the plan for that. And of course, I'll show y'all when I do it. And then the spinach, I'm gonna probably have on the middle tier, one middle tier, because this is going to be a 4-tier green stock, but I'm going to do 3 tiers with strawberries and 1 tier with spinach. So for as long as I'm able to get spinach, I want to be able to get spinach, which I know around the time that the strawberries die back, it's probably going to be around the same time that I'm going to have to go ahead on and pull the spinach, because it's probably going to die back. Now, I have another green stalk that's right here, which is the carrot green stalk. I plan on doing more carrots, and I also want to add rosemary to that green stalk, which we already have rosemary that's established and started. I'm not starting any more from seed. And speaking of the rosemary, let me show y'all how well the rosemary is doing, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself. The rosemary that we have in this green stock has been doing really, really good. So this is the plant that I got as a starter plant last spring, and then this one over here is one that I propagated from the plant that I got in the spring. So it looks good. Oh, and I got something right there that sprouted up. I don't know what that is. So those two, which I'm glad they're on the same level, those are the ones that I'm gonna have in the same green stock with the carrot. So that's the plan for that. Now, this is the bed that I was telling y'all I don't have a plan for it just yet, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna come up with something. I also told y'all that I want to do okra. Now, I think I'm on the fence about doing okra. I think I didn't change my mind. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather do corn over okra because I'm the only one that will be consuming the okra. I feel like I'll get more bang for my buck by doing the corn because more people like corn. So, and I love corn too. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for that. Now, if y'all remember, this is the same bin that we harvested those sweet potatoes that turned out to be nothing from. I did not throw that out because y'all told me that it was like microbiomes or something like that growing in the soil, and that's good for the soil. So I didn't throw that out. I saved that. I'll probably be adding it to the compost though, just to help add some nutrients to our compost that we're doing. So basically, the plan for the spring, summertime is to use plants to help deter pests or to help use as trap crops, and also to help bring along pollinators. That's the plan. If I have to spray my plants with anything, I'm gonna try to use something that's organic and not something that may be harmful to the plants. Yeah, that's the plan. I hope everything goes as planned. We're gonna just rock it and roll it and see what happens. I also want to add something else. Don't throw away your soil, y'all. That is something that people tried to explain to me when I first started out, because if y'all go back to my old videos, I was throwing out soil because I was like, well, this soil that I got, it was a cheaper soil, so I don't feel like it's good enough, and this and other. I basically was throwing it away because in my mind, because it was something that wasn't organic or wasn't expensive or wasn't pricey, I felt like I needed to throw it out to get the good stuff, when in all actuality all I had to do was amend the soil and then use it. So learn from my lessons. When it comes to that, don't throw away your soil. Keep it, add your amendments, and go from there. And also, the longer you keep your soil and the more you grow in your soil, the more nutritious it becomes. So because I'm trying to give y'all information based off experiences that I have, I want to say this soil that's in this bed is all pro mix. I did grow a cucumber plant in this bed, and I was able to get cucumbers from that plant, but it's not as old as this soil over here. Now, the difference is, besides it being all pro mix and me growing a cucumber in this bed, is the fact that this soil right here, when we first dropped the soil down in this bed, we put an old tomato plant at the bottom. When I added this stuff to it, I also added Happy Frog on top of it. So basically what I'm getting at is this soil was used longer than this soil. Now, our green onions that's in this bed, it was dropped at the same time as the green onions in this bed. Look at the difference of these green onions. So you got this one, you got this one over here, you got this one over here, and you got this one over here. Now, if we comparing apples to apples, let's compare those green onions, which again, we dropped them at the same time. You got this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, and this one right here. It's a substantial difference between the two. And not only that, our Swiss chard. Look at our Swiss chard that's in this bed over here. And this is Swiss chard as well. And our kale that's over in this bed over here. Compared to our Swiss chard over here and the kale that's over here. So I hope I'm making sense, y'all. And leave in the comments if y'all know what I mean. People that's been gardening and people that have just started gardening that didn't do what I did and threw out their soil in the beginning, or was throwing out their soil in the beginning. Leave it in the comments. And a few of y'all was also asking me what app I said in the last video that we did is From Seed to Spoon. They have a paid version and they have a free version. I use the paid version. It's not sponsored or anything like that, but I just find that the paid version has more things that I like to use compared to the free version. I don't even know what the free version has to offer to be able to tell y'all like, hey, the free version is amazing. All I can speak on is the paid version that I use. I know if you pay for a yearly subscription, you get free shipping on seeds, and they go through Park Seeds for their seeds, and they just got good information. Of course, we can use Google or Chat GPT and all those things, but the app was designed by a woman, and I think her husband, that actually gardens, and they actually have a YouTube channel as well. And again, I'm not sponsored or anything, but I'm just sharing the information that I have, and something that I have been using since I first started out gardening, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm lazy when it comes to researching stuff, and y'all know that. Y'all see that firsthand because I'm always just trying stuff. So I don't like to do a whole lot of research, but lately I've been finding myself doing a whole lot of research just so I could be successful with the spring summer garden this time around. Oh, and I didn't tell y'all Happy New Year. Y'all getting this video on New Year's Day, so Happy New Year. I hope y'all have an amazing 2026. If y'all haven't started y'all garden and y'all want to start y'all garden, start your garden. Time gonna pass. When I first started out, it was certain seeds that I wouldn't get because it took too long for me to be able to reap the benefits from whatever it is that I was trying to grow. And for instance, I'm gonna use onions. At first, I did not want to grow onions at all. I did get starter plants of onions, but this time around, I'm actually growing my onions from seed because I feel like the time is gonna pass either way it go. And if you really, really, really truly want to get into gardening, don't worry about the time, because like I said, it's gonna pass. If you want to grow things that take a long time to get established, grow it. And I feel like something that helped me be able to realize that is the fact that I was able to wait on that rice. The rice took a long time, y'all. It took a long time, and it was very successful. It was just me not harvesting it that made it to where it was a no bueno for me. But speaking of the rice, I do want to let y'all know that I am going to go ahead and harvest this rice. It's dried out, and it's easy for me to just pull it off of the plant. So T-Nola, if you're watching, T-Nola lived by the rice water fertilizer. So I'm gonna try it out using the rice from this. I'm not gonna take the skin off of this rice. I'm gonna just pull it off just like y'all seen me do. I'm gonna store it in a container until I'm ready to use it, and then I'm gonna just let it soak in water for 48 hours, and then I'm gonna use it as a fertilizer and see how it goes. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I feel like I done already grew it, so why not give it a shot? All I was gonna do was throw it away anyways. And something else I gotta show y'all just for updating purposes, our overwintered peppers that we was trying to do. Y'all look at it. It's dead. It's dead. It did not survive for me, y'all. I don't know what I did wrong, but as y'all can see, there is absolutely no green, and that's an indication for those of you that may not know. If you break your stem and you look in the inside and it's woody like this, it's dead. The way for you to tell that it's still alive, you'll have some greenery, but this plant is a goner. Even down here, see, it's all woody. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I try to be just as loud about my failures or my things that don't work out as I am about my things that do work out. So one thing I can say, y'all will never have to worry about is me not sharing something with y'all, rather if it go well or if it don't go well. The overwinter peppers, they did not work out, but it's okay because y'all know I'm starting some shishito peppers from seed, and that's all that was shishito peppers. So we're gonna see how that goes. Me starting it from seed. Another thing I want to share with y'all that people were sharing with me, if you just starting out gardening, y'all see all these leaves in the yard. A lot of y'all in the comments was telling me you got gold in your yard. I hear y'all loud and clear. So we don't own a rake, but I do plan on going to buy a rake, because I'm gonna rake up all these leaves, y'all, and I'm gonna put it in a trash bag. I'm gonna use this for mulch. for the summertime. I'm gonna use this for mulch. Y'all know I got that easy straw, but the easy straw has so many weeds in it, and I'd rather just use this stuff that's in the backyard. That's FREE. So if y'all have a yard like mine where it's a lot of leaves in it, utilize those leaves. Y'all was telling me that in the comments before when I first started out. If y'all go back to my old videos, that's what I was doing. I was using the leaves that was in the yard, but I stopped doing that and I started purchasing things to mulch with. But this free. This free, and it's a great way to add nutrition back to your soil, not only for mulching purposes but also for our compost. So utilize what you have in your yard. If you don't have to go out and buy some, don't go buy it. Use what you got. And one more thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all go because I feel like I've been talking y'all ear off long enough. So remember in another video I was asking y'all about these little nodes that's growing in on my blueberry plant. So I did a little research on my own, and actually this is the start of flowers. The blueberry plant is about to start flowering basically. Yes, it's still considered dormant, but this is an indication that it'll be flowering soon. So the nodes have gotten bigger since the last video that I did. Not a whole lot bigger, and I don't expect to get any blueberries on here anytime soon, but this is an indication that blueberries are going to be forming soon. I don't know how soon. I don't know all that part, but it will be starting to form soon. And another thing, I was worried about these red leaves on here. If y'all are growing blueberries and y'all are wondering about the red leaves and it's in dormant season, don't worry about it. It's supposed to do that. It's fine. Have no fear. It's fine. As long as your plant still has some greenery in it, when you scratch the stem, it ain't like how my pepper plant was, then you good to go. So just FYI for those of you that may be growing blueberries for the first time like myself, that's a sign that it'll be flowering and we'll have blueberries. But like I said, I don't know when because the plant still don't got no leaves on it for real. But so this one is doing that, and then this one is doing it as well. Our other plant, it has the little nodes on it as well. So that's exciting to see. This other one does not. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest too though. I'm a little bit worried about this one. This one I actually have in a grow bag, and these two I actually have in pots. Y'all know the grow bags dry out a lot quicker than the actual pots, but I ain't too sure about this one. I don't know if it's gonna come back when it's time for it to come back, but I guess we'll find out once that time comes. But I don't see any nodes forming on this one, so we'll see what happens with it though. And these are 3 different varieties of blueberries too, for those of you that are wondering. But I think that's it for this video. I hope I was able to explain things in a way for somebody that may be thinking about starting a garden or that may have just started a garden, is able to understand. I don't know everything, y'all. I'm just basically sharing from my experiences. It's not solely research that I've done. It's really sharing a mixture of the research I've done, but also experiences that I've had firsthand. So just for reference, I'm in Zone 9A, Southern Alabama, for those of you that are wondering. And if y'all have any questions that I may be able to answer, leave them in the comments. If y'all have anything that y'all want to share that I may not have touched on in this video, and y'all have just started gardening or been gardening for a while and it's something that y'all want to share with somebody that may be just now starting out, leave it in the comments. Y'all know the gardening community is a supportive community. It's full of people that want to see you thrive, grow your own food, and do great things. So definitely leave it in the comments. January, February, and March is about to be very, very busy for me. If y'all got any special plans or anything that y'all may be growing new in y'all garden, leave that in the comments. I'm excited to see what y'all got going on. If y'all starting any seeds this month, share that in the comments as well. I'll actually be starting some seeds today. I'll be recording that as well, so y'all be on the lookout for that video. But if y'all made it to the end of this video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and leave a flower emoji, y'all, because I'm very excited to see things flourish in not only my yard, but also hear how things are going to flourish in y'all yard as well. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.